Hello. Today I will talk about parenting leave policy in Germany and some of the key tensions between our leave legislation and social inequalities. Let me briefly introduce myself. Until recently, I worked at the University of Hamburg, and my research focuses on family policy, gender, and children. I will first outline the main types of parental leave in Germany, and I will then discuss recent reforms and take-up patterns, and finally conclude with selected inequality effects of the policy. In Germany, parenting leave is regulated through two separate laws. The first is the Maternity Protection Act, which applies only to women and covers the period around childbirth. The second is the Federal Parental Benefit and Parental Leave Act, which regulates parental leave and benefits after childbirth and applies to all parents. Together, these laws define eligibility for parenting leave, its duration, job protection, and benefit levels. I will start with maternity leave. Maternity protection in Germany covers a total of 14 weeks, 6 weeks before birth and 8 weeks afterwards. And since 2024, the 6 weeks before birth are actually voluntary. Women can now decide whether they want to continue working during this period or not. And while this reform increases flexibility, it also raises, as I think, concerns about possible pressure to remain in employment and not go on maternity leave. Maternity leave provides strong job protection during pregnancy and for at least 4 months after birth, and it also protects women from workplace risks such as hazardous work, night shifts, or overtime. For asylum seekers, maternity protection additionally includes protection from deportation. Maternity benefits are based on previous earnings and usually replace the full income. They are paid by health insurance funds and employers. There's a statutory minimum benefit of 210 euros per month, but not all women are eligible. Let me now turn to parental leave. Parental leave in Germany consists of 2 elements: unpaid leave with job protection and parental leave benefits. First, parents have an individual right to unpaid parental leave. Both parents can claim this independently. The leave can be taken until the child turns 3 and to some extent even postponed until the age of 8. Second, parents may receive income-related parental leave benefits. These benefits can be taken full-time or part-time and combined flexibly over time. The full-time benefit, known as Elterngeld, is available for a total of 14 months. 2 months of this period is reserved for the second parent. Although the policy is gender neutral, these months are often referred to as father months in Germany. The benefits replace around 65% of previous earnings with a minimum of 300 euros and a maximum of 1,800 euros per month. High earners are excluded from eligibility here. And more recently, it has been regulated that parents may receive parental benefits simultaneously, so at the same time, for only 1 month. Before, it was not restricted. The part-time option, Elterngeld Plus, allows parents to work up to 32 hours per week while receiving benefits. Monthly benefits levels are lower, but the duration is doubled, so allowing benefits for up to 28 months. Both parents may take part-time leave at the same time. This design explicitly supports shared caregiving in early childhood. Now, let me briefly situate the system historically. The current scheme was introduced in 2007 and marked a major shift in German family policy. Before that, Germany offered a low flat rate benefit for up to 2 years, typically taken by mothers. And since 2007, benefits have been earnings related, shorter in duration, and designed to encourage fathers' involvement through exclusive entitlements. Several reforms have followed. High earners were excluded from eligibility, the period of jointly usable benefits was reduced, and students became entitled to the minimum benefit, and parental benefits are now offset against social security payments, which was not the case initially. Let's now discuss some inequalities related to these policies. The question here I want to tackle is who's eligible, who's not. So regarding maternity leave, this is independent from employment sector or type of employment, but the mother must be part of the public health insurance system. If not, she would be excluded. Regarding parental leave and benefits, there the eligibility depends on prior employment status, and the second parent is only eligible if registered at the child's residence, and no restrictions apply to adoptive parents or same-sex couples, which is not always the case in Europe. So let's now talk about take-up rates, and we have here the numbers of 2023. Maternity leave has near universal coverage. And parental leave benefits are also claimed by most families. However, there's a clear gender gap. Recent figures show that mothers plan to take around 15 months on average, while fathers' planned duration is about 4 months. More than half of fathers who take leave claim at least 1 month immediately after birth. And although Germany has no formal paternity leave, this reserved months for the second parent effectively serve the function of paternity leave in Germany. We also observe that part-time parental leave is becoming increasingly important for parents. In 2023, more than 40% of eligible mothers and almost 20% of eligible fathers used Elterngeld plus, the flexible option. So now, what's about equality or inequalities written into the German system? Let's have a look at gender equality at first. This was an explicit policy goal of the introduction of the new scheme. Still, we have that the key challenge that men's average earnings remain higher than women's in Germany, shaping household decisions on parental leave taking. Also, we have in Western Germany a long-standing tradition of the male breadwinner model, where the women at most worked in part-time. This has changed actually during recent years, but still there is this cultural root visible in Germany. Workplace norms play also a huge role. Many organizations still follow the unencumbered worker ideal, making it difficult for both women and men to combine parental leave with career advancement. There are some other inequalities built into the system of parental leave in Germany. First and foremost, there are the income inequalities, which are built into the system as higher income families receive higher benefits, meaning that public resources flow disproportionately to those who are already better off. However, at the same time, the benefit calculation includes higher replacement rates for low wages, meaning that lower income earners may benefit relatively more if you look at rates. Also, opportunities to take leave vary by occupation. They vary by company size and job security. Finally, the system tends to reward later parenthood. Higher prior earnings lead to higher benefits, which may contribute to delayed childbirth. And more broadly, which perspective do you think should guide welfare state policy design regarding parental leaves? Should it be economic efficiency, or should it be rather social sustainability? And of course, how does the children's rights perspective matter? Thank you very much for your attention. If you need more information, please look up the website of the Leaf Network, where you would find the German country report as well.